Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another episode of Intuitive Angling, and thank you very much for checking out today's video. Always very much appreciated with that. And guys, today we got another knot video we're going to be talking about. I'm going to show you guys really the only knot that you need to tie. It's like if you watch YouTube videos or you know around bass fishing, you hear about just dozens of different type of knots, and you need to tie this or that under that situation. But guys, there's really only one knot that you need to tie, and I'm going to sort of justify that and explain it here in today's video, and also show you guys to tie it. Before we get started, guys, just a big thank you out there to everybody that has taken time to subscribe to the channel and to use my links that I put in the description here with my Tackle Warehouse links and such. Big thank you to everybody that's doing that. If you guys are wanting to give back to the channel and you do that, that's very, very grateful on this end. So much appreciated. Okay guys, I've done quite a few knot videos in the past, and I've showed you guys, if you refer back to some of my videos, I've showed you guys how to tie a lot of different knots. And I get quite a few questions on this, but I've been analyzing it and I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to simplify things for people, because one of the things that I've tried to do is I have experimented with just about every single knot that you can tie throughout the course of my career. And there's one knot that you can basically use for everything, with the exception of, if you guys are braided fluorocarbon users, which there's no reason for you to do that, because you just need to use straight fluorocarbon or straight braid, in my opinion. We've talked about that before, so I don't have any need for like those FG knots or any of the braided fluorocarbon knots. I'm talking about the knot tied directly to your lure. I have experimented with all of them, and there's one of them that works all the time, 99.9% of the time, and that is just the old Palomar knot. Now, the Palomar knot has been around forever, and it's one of the easiest knots to tie. And I've always said, guys, when people ask, like, what's the best knot for me to tie? The best knot for you to tie is the knot that you can tie the quickest and the most efficient, because the key to tying knots is you're trying to not break your lines, basically, when you fight in a fish or setting a hook. And 99.9% of the time, you're going to break your line by a fray in your line. You're not going to break your line with the knot. You can tie a dang granny knot and it's going to hold up 90-some% on there. But you're going to break your line from not checking your line enough and not taking the time to retie. And a lot of reasons that people don't want to retie, especially for the braid to fluorocarbon users, is it takes too much time. It's cold out, the wind's blowing, the boat's rocking, you don't want to mess with it, you get a little bit of fray on your line, and then you wind up breaking the fish off. But the Palomar knot, since it is quick and easy to tie, that is the knot that I prefer, anymore for me, most all the time, and for other people. So I'm going to show you real quick how to tie this here, guys. Real simple to do. All you do is just come through the hook eye. You're going to come through it twice. You come through it once, and then you come right back through the same eye second time. And allow yourself plenty of line. So you've got it just hanging free like that. The next thing you do is just tie an overhand knot like you're tying your shoelace. Just straight overhand knot like that. And then see this loop right here? You put your bait right through that loop, and that's all you do. Put the bait through the loop, you pull that loose, that single edge right there, and you're all done. Just like that. That is a Palomar knot, just like that. Super strong. This knot is over 99% strength on there. The only time that I do not use a Palomar knot, guys, is if I'm flipping and pitching with like 15 to 17 pound test line. Because if you're jacking fish hard on flipping and pitching with 15 to 17 pound test line, sometimes the way that the line lays across the hook eye, it will put a little bit of undue tension and friction on that particular knot where you cinch it down, and sometimes you will break off. So if I'm pitching and flipping with 15 to 17 pound test, which I do occasionally, I will use a double uni knot under that. It's a little bit stronger. That is the only time. Other than that, guys, if any crankbait, any jerkbait, any spinnerbait, any chatterbait, flipping and pitching with 20, 25 pound test line, braided line like this right here. Anytime I'm using braided line, it's just the Palomar knot. I don't ever break it off ever under those conditions out there. And I think that if you go to it, guys, it's good enough, man. It's good enough. I don't care if you're fishing tournaments or you're fun fishing. It's fast, it's quick, it's strong. It encourages you to retie a lot, and you're just gonna, you're gonna simplify your fishing so much, because so many of those dang knots anymore. There's some YouTube channels that sort of, they're not specialty type videos, and so many, and they take you dang forever to do them. It's like there's so many steps to it that you just don't want to mess with it. And even for you guys that like the Snell knot. Now, there's a lot of people use the Snell knot for like punching with braided line. Guys, I've experimented with a Snell knot and a Palomar. I catch just as many fish with the Palomar as I do a Snell knot. So I just want to keep it simple, guys. This is all you need, man. Just tie a Palomar knot, wet the line like that before you cinch it down. Make sure that you got everything cinched down good, and just retie a bunch. You're not gonna have any problem out there. Just simplify it. Really all that other stuff, you don't really even need it. So hope it helps you guys. We'll talk later.